Edgware Road, Circle District, Hammersmith City. Here's the last line to tick off, the Circle Line. I'm going all the way on this train, all the way around the circle to here again. You're getting off at King's Cross. So, well, when we almost pull into King's Cross, then I'll shake hands, say goodbye. I'm just here. I feel like saying Louisiana, which is the state of America. So, I think when we, between Euston Square and King's Cross, then I'll say goodbye to you. What are you doing at King's Cross, by the way? Sorry? What are you going to be? Oh, I always think King's Cross people go off to get their train off somewhere, like off to Europe or something. But, yeah. Then what are you doing after? There would be a love heart saying 160 years old, love the tube or something. It'll be on one of the platforms. I came here on Tuesday and I went, is it still there? No. But I think they might have put the sign back up, I don't know. Anyway. You've been doing since you've been in London? Oh right. What did you do yesterday? Huh? You don't know? Oh right. Whenever you do go back to Hong Kong, say hello to the classic trams for me. As I call them classic ones because we got modern ones. Is Lisbon in Hong Kong?
The next station is Great Portland Street.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Okay. Because they've got a tram that goes up and down the street and it's really rocky and I always think it's going to derail at some point. But
train via King's Cross St Pancras and Liverpool Street. The next station is Euston Square.
2 more. There we are, we helped each other, so. to change here for the Northern and Victoria lines from Euston. I think the door's open on that side at King's Cross, so you probably do a wave as you leave. Because they'll probably think, who are you talking to? I could just turn the camera around, but I'm not going to. Do the London Underground. Yeah, afterwards, then in maybe months or so, I'll then come back and do the latest tube extensions. And then call it by line all the time, because it would have changed by then. Yeah. But the filters will then all be in colour more or less. So also I'm a train enthusiast, so I've had to put up with people always being in my way, so
The next station is King's Cross and Pancras. Change for the Northern, Piccadilly and Victoria lines, national and international rail services. Exit for the Royal National Institute of Blind People and the British Library.
Mind the
telling your
gap
friends you're on
between
your
the
way.
train and the platform.
you're telling your friends you're on your way? Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I keep shaking your hand, it's fine. You do a little wavers, but
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is King's Cross and Pancras.
that was a lady called Louise from Hong Kong. The place where they have classic trams, classic double-decker and single-decker trams. Yeah, anyway. I'll say it once again, the old King's Cross station.
The next station is Farringdon. Change for the Elizabeth line and national rail services.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
zoomed in, don't you worry.
The next station is Moorgate. Change for the Northern Line to the Elizabeth Line and National Rail Services.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Because Liverpool Street is so long, it reaches Moorgate on the Northern Line and here as well. Rah.
So I think pass
The next station is Liverpool Street. Change for the Central and Hamilton City Line, the Elizabeth Line, London Overground and National Rail Services.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
You could sort of have a race on who can get to Liverpool Street first. One person walks from Moorgate to Liverpool Street using the Northern Line platforms through to the Elizabeth Line platforms. And someone else could get this train to Liverpool Street and change for the Elizabeth Line. See who wins. Just know I'm letting them film it. That's why I point to this. Oh, sorry. I will turn round when we leave.
The next station is Moorgate.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
That line heading off left. That line heading off left is the Hampton City to Barking. The next stop will be Aldgate East. This is where the Metropolitan line terminates. Since 1990, I think. Or 1949, I don't know. do it this way instead. This line heading from our right is the District Line train from Aldgate East and Upminster. You can stand at Aldgate Station and watch District Line trains run back and forth all day. If you stand at the other end, you can see the Hammersmith City run back and forth all day. It's brilliant. Now on the District and Circle lines. We're not at the North leg, Whitney we did. I guess there's not that many stops, but yeah.
The next station is Tower Hill, change for the District Line, DLR, Tower Gateway, and National Rail services from Fenchurch Street. Exit for the Tower of London, Tower Bridge, and railway services from Tower Hill.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Trains still do terminate there. Interesting.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Train now approaching. This is a Tower Line service via Victoria. Please stand back in the platform edge. Train via Embankment and Victoria. The next station is Monument.
Next station is Monument. Change here for stations to St James via Newcastle. Next station is Monument. Or St James, I don't know. This train terminates at the next station, St James. Newcastle's Turnaway Metro. If I can't remember what it is, then I'll probably put some audio for Monument Metro Station. Park Lane Tube Station. Wow, shut now. I forgot that existed.
The next station is Monument. Change for the Central, Northern, and Waterloo and City lines and DLR from Bank.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Monument. Cannon Street. The next station is Cannon Street. Change for National Rail services.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Wow. I don't see many people with their laptops on them. I don't see many people on the London Underground with their laptops.
Lots of ladies.
I said there's not that many people on the London Underground with their laptops.
I know, I'm doing
It's always on
some
their
work.
phone.
I'm doing my work. You like going on the tube?
Yep, watched
Yeah.
every single one of them. I liked this, you know when before it says I'm Tim Dunn and so on.
Yeah, and it's.
But you know, it says the UK TV play bit.
Yeah.
You know, they do that funny, cool music. That's the bit I like.
Is it?
The next
What's your favourite underground station?
Mind the gap between a train and a platform.
Well, mine is Stratford on Central Line because both doors open on both sides of the platform. It makes it easier to cross to the DLR rather than using all those typical corridors.
Yeah. What about a Green Park? I know it's a Hyde Park corner where you've got the platform and it's split with all the different pillars.
Oh, the island platform, yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Hyde Park Corner.
Hyde Park corner, there you go. One to check out.
Between the train
Like I
and the
said,
platform.
the door buttons don't work. It's all done by the driver. You got that.
This is a
That's why I've got 2 more stops. Probably a sign not to.
Well, you're Victoria, aren't you?
I'm going to Temple.
Tell, I knew that. Because it said Victoria on it, so... Anyway, you crack on with work.
No problem, you have to enjoy your journey.
Yep. It's the last series, last line in my series.
What's your series called?
I don't actually know, it doesn't have a definitive name. I'll just say I'm going back in time.
Okay.
Journey on the lines back in time from when it first opened. I guess that might be a name, but it's a rather long name. I don't know, it just doesn't have a definitive, it's an unknown name, that's what it is.
An unknown name. Well, enjoy your filming.
And then I might come back in many months' time to do the latest extensions to that line.
Oh.
Also, because this opened in 1949 and added to the tube back in 1949, it'll be in black and white because the colour didn't exist.
Oh, that's a clever little...
See, period back then, So, I think as it came through to the 1960s and 70s and whatnot, because my phone's really old, I've had it since 2023, get me. But my phone was really dilapidating.
Yeah.
Although it's disappearing really quickly. So I thought, screw it, I'm going to go home now.
Get a new phone.
Well, I'm going to charge it up, and my phone Charlie called me, and I'm like, yeah, before you even talk, my phone might cut off, so talk quickly.
Oh.
That's fine, it's fine. It got to about 1 or 2%. It seems to last forever. Like 1 or 2% of your phone really lasts a long time.
Yeah, I
And then it
guess.
gets to 1%, it goes like that, but no, it stays there. I think it's like, yeah, we're at 1% now. Just in case you might need your phone, we'll stay here at 1%, just in case you need us.
And you start to use it a little bit less. Well, enjoy your journeys.
Enjoy
on the
your work,
underground.
whatever you might be doing.
Thank you.
See ya.
is embankment.
Just wanted to let you know. Because I'm filming, that's why. I've zoomed in, by the way, so you're not in it. Yeah. It's really hard to talk to people about I'm filming. How do and train enthusiasts put up with this? Please tell me in the comments. Nicely. Unless I forget any comments.
The next station is Embankment. Change for the Bakerloo and Northern Lines and National Rail services from Charing Cross. Exit for Riverboat services from Embankment.
Back in 1870, it was just known as Charing Cross. But over time it became Embankment. Sorry, Charing Cross. Charing Cross Embankment. Charing Cross Embankment. Just Embankment. Yeah, that'll do.
This is
I'm going to push stop then. Jeez, don't do that. I'm not editing this video into two. Jeez. I think future Samsung phones should just have record video, stop recording video, or just stop. Then you wouldn't have to push anything.
The next station is Westminster. Change for the Jubilee line. Exit for Westminster Abbey, the Houses of Parliament, and Riverboat services from Westminster Pier.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
It didn't say it on the other platform. I'm trying to get through an entire video with no one standing in my way. So I have to keep going. Even though I'm sitting here filming, I've zoomed in. So it looks like I'm filming people, I'm not. If you just come around here, people, you can see I'm not filming you. Then you can stop complaining. Or I should have a sign here saying I'm not filming you, stop complaining. I don't know. And then we'll get less complaints, I don't know. How many more stops is back to Edgware
The
Road?
next station is St James's Park.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
From St James's Park. Unless you want to do it from Victoria, I don't know. No? Right. Here's a quiz thing for you. If you want to answer it, it's totally fine. How would you spell St James's Park?
Find the gap between platform.
This is St James's Park.
It's fine. If you not want to be on film,
This is
okay.
the circle run
About the
via
other way.
Victoria and High Street Kensington.
So how would
The
you
next
spell
station
St
is
James's Park?
Victoria.
With an apostrophe S or without an apostrophe S? Just an apostrophe. Because I think on that platform or that platform they've only got just an apostrophe. Some of the signage there's apostrophe S. With the apostrophe S, I always think it's St James's Park.
Should be with an
Just an apostrophe. You see, Charlene? You see, Charlene? 2 against 1, eh? I've got a support worker at my house, that her name's Shaz, or as I call her Charlene. She thinks it's spelled St James's Park with an apostrophe S, and I'm like, no it isn't. My name ends in an S, and it's not Miles, it's just Miles, with an apostrophe.
Victoria. Change for the Victoria line,
I was just
National
wondering.
Rail Services, and Victoria Coach Station.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
Blimey, it's nearly midday. Wow, this day's been nearly done and dusted. Well, for me at least. Got to ride these two bus routes back, and then I'll be back home again. I like your bag. I like your bag. Watch out, Elise. Watch out. It's leopard print. Watch out. stopping you getting off that?
Sorry, what did you say?
What's stopping you getting off that?
Getting off
The
this
next
just
station
now.
is Sloane Square.
We have
Find
a
the
Sloane
gap
Square.
between the train and the platform.
South Penn? Paddington, okay. I'm going the one after you, going all the way round in a circle.
So you started in Edgware.
Yes, I actually started at the Paddington that you're getting on off at, that I got on at, and then I got off at Edgware Road, crossed the platform, back on, then got on this train at Edgware Road, round the circle,
Find the
back
gap
to Edgware
between
Road.
the train and the platform.
So, but yeah, you're going off at.
So why are you doing what you're doing?
I've been doing a series on my channel that has no name. I don't know what the series is called, but there we are. It might have a series name, but it's just too long. So it doesn't have a name. I could say going back in time, I don't know actually. I've been doing a series on my channel that has no name. I was about to say what it was called, no it isn't. Sorry.
And people looked into it.
Yes. Bit like when the Metropolitan Railway opened in 1863, ran from Paddington to Farringdon. That's what I did, went from Paddington to Farringdon. So I did the station from when it first opened. The Circle Line was added to the tube map in 1949, and it was an actual circle, round the circle. Until 2009 it wasn't. So that's what I'm doing, from Edgware Road all the way around to Edgware Road again.
So when you pay to get on, do you then have to not pay because you're coming off at the same place?
Guess so. I've got a ticket, so I don't need to tap it. I just walk through barriers and walk past validators and go, don't need to. But if I go outside of zone 6, then I need to probably tap, because I've only got a ticket zones 1 to 6. That's all. But yeah, just Gloucester Road to go, and then the 4 stations and then Edgware Road again. I knocked out the top leg really quickly. I think it's just this bottom leg that's even longer. So I think in a blink of an eye we're at Liverpool Street. So that was quick. Now I'm on this bottom leg and it's taking a bit of time. But since talking to you and some other people, it's gone like that. So yep. Also, before we do get off, sorry if I keep talking to you, it's past the time. And if I ever pause the video, do let me know if I don't play it, because I'll forget. Which I can install a game on my laptop and do this journey again,
The next
but without
station
the S
is
stop, do it
Gloucester
with C
Road.
stop, which is the stop before this stop, if that makes sense.
I think so.
Yeah, so if I ever pause it, do let me know if I haven't pushed play, because I'm terrible. Because I'll be talking to you, pausing it. I'm thinking I'm playing it. I've done this many times, don't worry.
Paddington. The next station is High Street, Kensington.
If people get in my way, which they frequently do, because I'm a train enthusiast, I could just turn around, but don't really want to.
But you've got enough there, haven't
Yeah, I've got a bit of a window. Yeah, because I'm a train enthusiast and I have to put up with this every day, more or less every day. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has to have this problem.
you? Do you go beyond the underground? Do you go beyond the underground?
Yes, I've been on all the 11 lines plus the other modes of transport. So far, I've ticked off London's buses 1 to 8. I only managed 4 in a day. So I've done 1 to 4 now, 5 to 8. But we'll come back later in the year, sort of, and do as many London buses as possible. And it started last year,
Do you live in London?
hence why I can only manage 4 of them. So I live in East Hampshire. Because I live in East Hampshire, I have to travel to London. I can only manage about 4. If I lived in London, I can do as many as I like. But what are you doing at Paddington? Changing trains to...
Work.
Oh, you get exiting. Okay. So, also with this series, I put the filters in black and
The
white.
next station is
So it's in
Kensington
back there.
Bus service
And because the Victoria line arrived, my favourite line in the entire world, and then the Jubilee line in 1979, the more it came, the more it became colourful, you know, because of colour TV and the colour now. So, yeah,
Have you done the Queen Elizabeth?
I was there the day the Central Station opened. 24th of May, 3 years ago. Well, it will be 3 years in May, so I was there, ready and waiting. That the Central Core section opened on the Elizabeth line. Right, I have to turn round. Saying if you were in it, I would have then edited it at home. So it's on play, so we are now playing. Good for you. So I was train spotting at Kensington Olympia, as I call it, Ken Olympia. Hence why I said High Street Ken, South Ken, because South Kensington is just too much of a few syllables. South Ken to me. Anything with the word Kensington is Ken. But like a person called Ken, you know.
See the logic.
Yes. I'm not the only one that says the word Ken, as in Kensington, but Ken. This waiting time I can also edit out. Even though I've played it, but I can just edit this bit out. Afternoon. Oh. Right, now we're off. Oh, that was it. I was train spotting at Ken Olympia, and the District Line train came out from the depot into the station. It's Bay platform. And then the driver said, it's not going anywhere, and I thought, damn. But I kept talking to the nice driver. He then shut his cab door, phoned the signaller, and reopened the cab door and get on. And with that, he made my train come into service. Thinking it was so nice to him, or it was vice versa back to me. He rang the signal and went, this passenger wants to go on this rare service. Because it's only operational in the morning and late at night. That's
The
it.
next station
Nothing during the day.
Change for the Central Line.
Find the
all
gap
those
between the
unusual
train
things,
and the
don't
platform.
Yeah, so I called the video Full Journey because I went from Ken Olympia to High Street Ken. I was thinking I'd get off at Earl's Court, but I thought no, because it would just be a journey. So I called it Full Journey. So I went from end to end. It's the best day ever, it was. I think the driver's name was Andrew. In Eastleigh. And then my college was like, Eastleigh College was diagonal, more or less, from my house. Just walk round back on myself. Well, I think it's a 180. You turn 90 degrees twice. It's 90, I don't know. Anyway, it was diagonal. So I walked, not that way, but I walked the long way to college. That caused more exercise. So, and I would walk through Tesco's. Morning, morning, morning. Oh, yeah. Morning. Now, since I live in my current house, which is happening, I take the bus, and I think I still went through Tesco's. But
The
now
next
I've finished
station is Bayswater.
college, I don't do Tesco's anymore. And I think since 2020 I've stopped going into Tesco's because they've updated the shop so much I don't know where anything is. Sainsbury's is connected to the Eastleigh bus station, if you get my logic. So I could just walk off the bus straight into the shop.
This is a Circle Line
By the time we get to,
the next station
yes,
is Paddington.
it's been, wait a minute, hang on, 42 minutes. I'm reckoning, what do you think, 45 or 50 minutes? From Edgware Road all the way around Edgware Road again. The next stop would be Paddington for you, but this is where I got on to go to Edgware Road because I didn't want to change platforms, or I thought I was on the wrong platform, I don't know.
It's a bit confusing anyway.
Yeah, because if you get my logic, if you think of this in your head, this is a Circle Line train, but it may change to a District Line train, and then maybe change to a Hampton City. It can go either way. Go round here, round that way, or that way to Hammersmith, or that way to Barking. And the district, which is on this side, it goes down to Wimbledon. But you'll have to change to Earl's Court for other District Line services. And a
The
Piccadilly,
next
but yeah.
station is Paddington. Change for the Bakerloo line, the Elizabeth
Hi,
line,
Sue.
and National Rail services.
Find the
Don't worry
gap
about it.
between the
Thank
train
you.
and the platform.
Yeah, I've got to travel to Romford after Edgware Road to get up this least used bus.
Good.
Because they're every 2 an hour.
Excellent. Well, have
Every
a
2
good
an
day.
hour? They're every 2 hours, sorry.
You
Bye,
make
Sue.
don't miss it.
No! Because they're every 2 hours. See you, Sue.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Paddington. The next station is Edgware Road.
This is Paddington, where I got on at. The next stop for me would be Edgware Road. Guess what? What again? Yes, round in a circle. I reckon this video would take 45 minutes and a bit.
Says Saturday 3 o'clock. I'm thinking.
Come on.
The next station is Edgware Road, where this train terminates. Change for the Hammersmith and City line. Please take your belongings with you when you leave the train. All change.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
Turns out it won't be 45 minutes. Exactly. I should push play that time. Good job I noticed. Over the junction road. Into this bus I've got home to me. I could do that actually. Go from one edge of the road to the other. Maybe.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Edgware Road, where this train terminates. Please take your belongings with you when you leave the train. All change.